Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. In this episode, I will show the site-to-site VPN capabilities of TP-Link Omada. Let me just go over quickly what site-to-site VPN is and why you need to use this. In simple terms, a site-to-site virtual private network is the connection between two or more networks, such as a corporate network and the branch office network. The benefits of site-to-site VPN includes simplified resource sharing because connected sites across geographical locations can access resources as if they are local. Another one is improved security layer because the connectivity between the sites are encrypted. And last but not the least, site-to-site VPN also allows for rapid network expansion because when creating site-to-site VPNs, this creates the backbone for the company's wide area network infrastructure very quickly. While site-to-site VPN is geared for companies and corporations, it can be quite useful even for home users. For example, you can connect your home network to your parents' or grandparents' network, or maybe you have multiple homes and would like to ensure continuous access to network resources. There are multiple ways to achieve this, and today I will be using the simplest and fastest one that can be configured with TP-Link Omada. So this is a diagram that I'm going to work with today. There will be multiple sites. One is a headquarters site and one is a branch site. Like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't have to be in a corporate setting. It could be simply a garage, a barn, or multiple homes, or your home or your grandparents' home. There are two sites that are connected to different ISP provider and they are not in the same network. For the purpose of this video, one side, the HQ side, I have two IP networks. The 192.168.1.0, which is the admin VLAN or the management VLAN, and I also have 192.168.99.0, which is the office VLAN. On the other side, I have three IP networks. For the management VLAN, they have 192.168.0.0. For the operations VLAN, they have 192.168.10.0. And for the sales VLAN, they have 192.168.11.0. In today's episode, what I'm going to show is TP-Link site-to-site VPN using Auto IPsec. The prerequisite for that is that the sites should be in the same controller. As you can see in this diagram, both gateways are connected or managed by a single controller. It could be a hardware controller, it could be a software controller, it could be a cloud controller. It doesn't really matter so long as one controller is controlling both sides. Of course, the controller can reach all gateways and there should be a unique IP network scheme per site. So that's the reason why you can see here this one is .1, .99, and this one is .0, .10, and .11. There are no duplicate private IP networks in here in this particular setup. And as you can see here in this diagram, the LAN-to-LAN traffic is not permitted. The goal for this setup is to allow LAN-to-LAN traffic to traverse from one site to another. This will be the final setup once everything is configured. This is the VPN tunnel with Auto IPsec. The traffic between the sites are encrypted and are encapsulated within the tunnel. And this will allow LAN-to-LAN communications between two separate networks as if they are located in the same network. Before jumping into configuration, let me show the devices needed for this setup. I already have the two sites created and configured, and I'll show them in this walkthrough. For this configuration, the only device required are the gateways. So I'm going to click here and you can see here I have two sites. These are the two sites that I'm going to configure. One is using an ER605 version 1.0 and the other one is using an ER707 version 1.0. So let me just go to the HQ first. These are the devices that I have. It's an ER707-M2 version 1.0 and these are the firmware that I have. And for this HQ site, let me just show you the local area network definition. I have two IP networks in here, 192.168.1 IP network and 192.168.99 IP network. Let me jump to ER605 site. For the ER605 site, for the branch site, as you can see, I have an ER605 version 1.0. This is an OG gateway and you can see the firmware version in here. For this site, I have three IP networks. One is the management VLAN, 192.168.0 network. The other one is the sales VLAN, 192.168.10. And for the manufacturing VLAN, it's 192.168.11 IP network. Now, let me just check the clients in here. For the ER605, you can see that I have several clients connected to VLAN 77, VLAN 10, and VLAN 1. For my media PC, this PC, my PC that I'm using, I'm currently connected to the management VLAN. Check. 192.168.0.102. This is the one. Let me just quickly verify that. So what I'm going to do is ping these devices in here. Ping 192.168.11.101. There you go. I can reach that. I'll try 10.101. I can reach that. And if I go to HQ, there will be at least 2 workstations in here. And you can see here 192.168.99.102 and 192.168.99.101. I should not be able to reach that. 99.101. There you go, and 102. Let me connect to the VNC 168.99.101, and as you can see, I can connect to the VNC. So let me click stop, and if I go to the branch, I'll just connect to this 10.101. There you go, I can connect, and from here I cannot ping 192.168.99.101, and I cannot ping 99.102. Same thing. The configuration part of it is really very simple and very quick, and that's the reason why I demonstrated this really quickly. Let's start creating the VPN now. I would like to create the VPN from the ER707, but actually you can create it anywhere you want. But since in this video and in this diagram I designated say 707 as the HQ, I decided to configure the VPN from here. Okay. To configure that, go to settings and then VPN. Let's quickly check the VPN policies of each site. So this is the HQ. You can see here, if I go to branch, it will also go to the VPN section, and you will see that there is no VPN policy in here. So let me go back to the 707. Next step will be the magic. The configuration will be very simple and quick and easy. Let's do this. 9.1. So I'm leaving this on, and I'm going to create this. So let's do 707.2605. And everything here is by default. I haven't changed anything. Its status is enabled. It says site-to-site VPN, and it says auto IPsec. The auto IPsec, the strength here is that you don't really need to have any other configuration other than this particular setting. The limitation is that you can only do this for 2 sites. So for the remote site, we're going to select our branch. The branch is the ER605. There you go, here. And let me click create. And while that is being created, I am showing the DOS console to see if we are connected. So as you can see, when it's connected, once the tunnel has been established, there is already a reply. And you can see there will be a request timeout in here as the connectivity is established and stabilized. But once it is stabilized, you can see that I am able to connect to 99.101. And let's see, let's try 102. There you go. And if I go here, the same reply will happen, and same thing here. And I can actually do a VNC to the 99 network as well. There you go. I can ping them, and from here, of course, I can ping the 10.101 as well. Go. So let me just go back to the console and let me show you something really interesting as well and really neat. So as you can see, I only created this policy in this one site, but if I go to the branch site, let me go there. you will quickly notice that another policy is automatically created, and this time around it is preceded by the word remote underscore. This is the name that I created on the HQ site, and this is the name that the TP-Link automatically created for this particular configuration. As for verifying configuration, I have already shown earlier about ping and VNC, and for Omada console, you can also use insights and then go to VPN status, and you will see the connectivity in here. So the tunnel ID, this is your wide area network ID, but in your particular case, if you are using a public IP, you will see your tunnel ID being shown via the tunnel ID. And these are the IP networks that are being connected with one another. I'm not really sure why there are 4 of them. I'm thinking there should only be a pair of in and out. And you can also see here the encryption that is being used, and as well as the authentication that is being used by the auto IPsec, so SHA1 and AES-256. So the same thing can be seen on the 707. As you can see, very similar thing is happening in here, and that's how you can verify. So let's go back to this branch again, and let me go to the VPN, and let's continue to watch this. I will do that, and I think this one is also active, and this one is also active, and you can see here that it's still working as well. So let me turn it off, and let's watch the console here. Let's watch the text here as well. Let's just do that here, and you can see it timed out there. Let me just put it down here. In here you can see that nothing is happening in here because this particular screen is actually disconnected now. I cannot click this anymore, and there you go, you can see that it's currently disconnected. And if I go to the 707 site again, there you go, you can see that's automatically turned off as well. And if I go to insights and VPN status, you will see that there will be no more IPsec VPN that is currently happening in here. So let me just go back to the ER605. This is my site. This is where my computer is currently connected, and you can see there is no connectivity here, and you can see in here that it has stopped working. It's sequence 50 right now already, and this one is currently disconnected. Let me go to the VPN, and let's turn it on again. So I'm just showing all connectivity in here. There you go, it got turned on, and we'll just wait to see once the connection has been established. The initial handshake got through, there you go, and it has stabilized, and you can see here that there is a gap here, 237 then 354, because the ping has stopped. You can see here 354. Same thing here, there is a gap here from 55 earlier. I think let me just break this, let's see. Yep, from 50 to 165, and if I control break here, so there is a gap from 237 to 354. That's the time when the VPN connectivity is down, and you can also see here this is the connectivity between the two sites. So this site-to-site VPN configuration from TP-Link Omada is really very easy to use. There's not much configuration required in here. Just create a new VPN policy, select everything by default, select the target site, and everything is completed for you. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you don't like this video, please give it a dislike. But do let me know what you don't like so that I can make those changes in the future. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and bye-bye.